Hey Adam, hope you're doing well and hope that swing's going well. Send me some videos, see if you've got that move, or that look in your back a little bit better. Just going over your homework quickly, you did pretty well. You did a few things differently than I would have, but that's fine. We're all allowed to be different, and remember, we all have our preferences as coaches. So just with corals, I thought you were pretty good with corals. There's just one thing that bothers me with it, is that you say his grip is strong. Okay, and I know it's really hard to see in this video, but you can see, you can't see very many knuckles of his left hand there, and his right hand might be a little bit strong, but the left hand's not. And then also you correlate a strong grip with a slice as one of your ball flights. So just watch that. I marked you down a little bit on that because I do believe that his grip is kind of neutral. So still, you did a good job there, 95% for that one. Just with Len, I think you must start with if you read your manual, you must go with a fault finding sequence. Okay, fault finding sequence always starts with grip, alignment, or alignment, grip, and then setup. Okay, again, if you check this chap out, you mentioned that his backswing is too short. And that he needs to work on some flexibility. But if you just look at the golfing aspect of this, and I'm glad you put the flexibility part in there, because that's good. As a coach, we need to try and give our pupil as much feedback during a lesson as what we can. But just from the coaching point of view, the left hand is very weak to start off with. Okay, and then from the target line view, you can see, because the left hand is weak, the shoulders are pointing a little bit left as well. And then yes, we could get the posture a little bit better by doing some flexibility exercises. So I think you got a little bit ahead of yourself talking about the length of arc over here, because I think you could get a lot better, more done if you improve the basics of grip and shoulder alignment. But your work wasn't wrong, which is nice. The nice things about doing these matrices is that as long as you don't almost double cross yourself. In other words, as long as you don't say weak grip gives you a right to left ball flight, or I think you understand if I say it like that. So as long as you don't contradict yourself, you can't really be wrong. So your matrix is correct, but I think start a little bit more basic. Start always, like I said, with the grip, alignment, and then with the posture. So I gave you 75% for this, because we really need to start, especially with the higher handicaps. We need to start working a little bit more on the basics. And then again with Mike, I feel he did the same thing there. If you tick face, which is great, yes, you have to tick face, but you want him to not straighten his legs through the shot to stop flipping. But if you just look at his grip from in the setup, that left grip is very, very weak. It's almost pointing to left of target there. So a lot of this flipping that you see, which is great, you see the flipping, is caused by that extremely weak grip. So again, you did tick grip, but then you don't, in your action, you link it with timing. I'd like you to again get the basics right. Fix the grip first, and then let's see, from the target line. From the target line, we could also fix the posture a little bit. He's also standing quite tall there. As you can see, the shaft should be cutting through the belt a little bit more. So again, you weren't wrong in your diagnosis. It was correct, but it was maybe, again, we need to stick to the basics of grip, alignment, and setup. So for that one, I gave you 70%. So you did well. Let me know if you don't understand. But I think you're great for the first time. Just remember, if you tick face on the law, then you must correlate it with something in the principle. So for instance, if you tick path in the law, then you must tick something in the principle that is going to fix the path. But all in all, good work, Adam.